In this video, I will talk about how to upload files to your website using FTP. Now, what is FTP? FTP is known as File Transfer Protocol, and it is the simplest and most secure way to exchange files over the internet. People generally use it to copy files from their computer to their web hosting servers. If you have downloaded files, it is similar to that, except you can also upload files to your web hosting server. So FTP is great for uploading web documents from your computer to your website. Now, in order to do this, you need an FTP client, which is a piece of software that allows you to drag and drop your files into your web hosting server. Your FTP client software needs to be installed on your computer and can only be used when you are connected to the internet. Now that you understand what it is, let's talk about finding a good FTP client and knowing how to use it. First, you need to have your own domain and your web hosting information ready. Web hosts will generally give you a username and password for FTP purposes. Once you have that, it's a matter of simply plugging that information in and adding the files to your web host. So let's get started. First, I want to introduce to you a free software called FTP Surfer, and I personally use it, and it is superb. So let's go to the site. Now, what we'll do is we will go to google.com and we'll search for the FTP Surfer software. So if we go to Google and we type in FTP Surfer, and it's the one at the top, it's from whispertech.com/surfer. So if you go here, you see a simple website, and it says FTP Surfer is a free FTP client for Windows. Now, you can go through it, see the key features, which is fairly simple, but is very powerful. Here's the screenshots of it. And let's go to download and download it. If you go to download, you click on this link, and you simply save it to wherever you need to save it to. Now that we have saved it, we can open it up and run it and install the software. So simply install the software by following the instructions, and we'll get to opening it. Now that you have installed the software, you can run it. So we'll go to the FTP Surfer icon and we'll run the program. The first thing you'll see is an empty box here and a box here. When you have the web hosting information in hand, you want to add what we call a profile, so that FTP Surfer will know to go to that profile. So to do that, you simply go up to the top to File and say, I want a new profile. And you simply enter your information here. So the name of it will be any name you like, so we can make it a test. The address is always starting by ftp dot and then yourdomain.com. So if it's yourdomain.com, this is not a real domain, but your domain meaning whatever you have, .com, .net, or whatever. So you put that there. You can skip all the way down to the username and password area, and you could say username and password. So once you've done that, you can simply press OK. Now that was not a real profile, so we'll connect to an actual real one. So if we pick one of these, you will notice this file structure. So you'll notice this file structure here, and you'll actually be able to look in the main directory. Now the main directory is generally named as public_HTML. Sometimes you see things like home HTML, but generally it's a public_HTML. Now you see this is the root directory, root meaning the initial directory where you see everything. So let's say that you say your domain / index.html. The index.html file would be located in this root directory. So now that you see this, let's take an example. Let's take a file and we'll drag it and drop it into here. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to drag a file and I'm going to drop it into this root directory. So let's say that I want to choose this file. This says ftp.jpg. So I'm going to drag it and drop it, and it's going to upload it immediately to the website. And that's how easy it is. It's just drag and drop, and you can delete it if you want to. You can rename it to a different name, and you can do so much more with this tool. Now let's actually go to the website. So the website was this, and we'll actually go to the site, and we will see if the file is there. And as you see here, here it is. So it's as simple as a drag and drop tool, and you'll get the hang of it, and it'll be easy for you once you walk through this tutorial. Now there are other FTP programs out there. If you could go to Google and you can type in FTP client, then you can find a large array of FTP clients. And if you'd like, you can also look at the resources links below this video. So at the same time, you can find free FTP programs or paid FTP programs, and it is very simple to upload files to your website. Now this concludes the end of this video.